Ballers, welcome to the Dennis Ball Show. Who do we got in the chat? We got Benjamin the M&M's General. What is up, Benjamin the M&M's General in the house? Georgia Constitution Media is in the house. What's up, man? I have a joke I wrote for you tonight, Georgia Constitution Media. Bobby Broadway, what up, brother? Ramones call, baby. Rescue Farm is here. What's up, Rescue Farm? That's right, my main ball. All right, Ricky, we got here Ricky Zero from the Ramones Tribute Band Learning to Count, but also mainly from the rock and roll band Radio Cult. Is that right, Richard?
That is absolutely correct.
And you guys are super cool. We're going to talk about the Ramones, but first, Ricky Zero, we're going to go and we're going to have some dad jokes at Chuckleballs. You ever been to my comedy club, Chuckleballs?
I've only seen it online.
All right, well, let's check it out, man. Ballers, you can park behind Chuckleballs. It's sometimes difficult to find parking in Ball City. And we're here at Chuckleballs. Thank you very much, Ricky Zero, for joining me. And Ballers, Super Ball, let them in. Super Ball, you guys, is the bouncer. Super Ball, you can let them in. He's with me. Get it, you guys? He's the bouncer, Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
Senor Gato is in the house. Captain Love Handles is in the house. Jason Cope from Pure Ed Band is in the house. Oh, my gosh, we have such an awesome crowd. I can't even. I'm nervous, Ricky Zero. I have so many people in the audience. All right, hold on, ballers. I got a drink for each of you guys, so I ordered one of your favorite drink. It's in your fridge, so grab it and sit down front here so I can see if you think the jokes are funny. Perfect. All right, now, this first one's for you, Ricky Zero. Why didn't 4 ask 5 out?
I don't know. Why?
He was 2 squared.
Ah,
that's a bad joke. I figured because you're learning to count, Ben.
Nice.
You would get that one, even though it's more learning to multiply. All right, hold on a second. Bobby Broadway. There are 2 unwritten rules in life, Bobby Broadway. I tell you what they are, but they haven't been written yet. Bobby Broadway. Guys, tell me if these are a laugh or a no laugh. What do you think, Ricky? I think I got a laugh from you on the first math joke.
You got 2 laughs for me.
Awesome. We got Bobby Broadway's drinking bubblegum. That's a good feature, you guys. Captain Love Handles is having peach and apple. I like people telling us what they're having for a drink. Like what their beverage is. Georgia Constitution Media, what are you having? Yo, Cap, baby. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on a second. So, why does everyone in Moscow walk so fast, Georgia Constitution Media? It's because they're Russian. I know. It's kind of topical, but really it's low-hanging fruit. Russian jokes. They're Russian. Okay, this one goes out to Captain Love Handles. My man, I applied for a job at the Mirror store. You know, I really could see myself working there.
Ooh.
I really could, because there would be mirrors everywhere. So if I was working there, I could see myself while I was working. All right, tell me if is that a laugh?
Yes.
Earl Grey with a large splash of milk from Senor Gato. Nice. So you're like Captain Picard. I knew you were familiar, Senor Gato. That's Jean-Luc Picard, Ricky Zero, behind that pseudonym, that internet pseudonym.
And if that's Senor Gato and Jean-Luc Picard, wouldn't that make that a space cat?
That's right. And you guys have Space Cat themed songs in your band, Radio Cult.
We do.
What a great lead in to say that there's information in the description about your fantastic band, which I'm a big fan of. All right, one more. I'd like to live in southern Germany, Jason Cope. You know, for Bavarious reasons. Bavarious reasons, right?
That's a good one.
Bavarian. Yes, for Bavarious reasons. Thank you. Oh, okay. Hold on. What do you do when you get locked out of the? Hold on. Paper Bag Man is in the house. Paper Bag Man. Okay. Paper Bag Man. What do you do when you get locked out of the house without a key? Well, you just talk to the door because communication is the key. Paper Bag Man. All right. That's a. That's a no laugh? You think, Ricky?
No, that's a good one. I like that one.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good. We got a laugh from Captain Love Handles. Thank you. Maybe it's Nito is Gabba Gabba haying in here. I know, we're so excited to talk about the Ramones. I'm kind of rushing through the jokes. But I have one more. Maybe it's Nito. What's up? And yes, it is a party. I have to say, this one is going out to Georgia Constitution Media. Georgia Constitution Media. Why did the free speech watchdog put fruit in the freezer? Because he's all about that freeze peach. That freeze peach. Freeze peach. Get it? That's actually Georgia related too. So that one goes out to Georgia Constitution Media. And then with that, I conclude Ballers' first set. I want to tell me if that was a good set. I mean, generally, because I didn't actually. I'm getting laughs. Boom, laugh, Space Cat, yes, boom. Shout out to Ben Foster from Bobby Broadway. I should have been doing this. Bobby gave me a laugh. I got an iced tea and pad thai from Rescue Farm. Nice. The Russian girls at the end were hot. I'm not sure what that meant, but I think it's probably not good. Bobby Broadway! Jason Cope gave me an LOL. Captain Love Handles gave me a laugh. We got a Gabba Gabba. Hey, of course, it's a party. Ha ha from Jason Wright. Boom, Ballers. Man, we got all kinds of great laughs from Rescue Farm, Nito, Paper Bag Man. Man, you guys rock. Thanks. All right. Now, let's move on to talk about the Ramones. But first, a message from the Dennis Ball Corporation, our sponsor.
Very interesting. Honey, those kids are out front again. What? Kids? Huh. Hey, you kids, get off my lawn. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you two. What are you, on grass? Bunch of animals. Jeez. Kids these days. And if you can't stand kids these days,
If you can't stand these kids these days, listen to this, feds. Click subscribe to the Dennis Ball Show. So yeah, I thought that was a funny selection for our little interstitial, Ricky, because parents for years have been plagued by the sound of the Ramones coming from their children's rooms. All right, hold on a second. I got some. Now's where we really get real, okay? The Ramones, Ricky. You're an expert. You're in a cover band. You play Joey on stage. You've been a fan since the early days. When did the band start?
Long time ago.
74, right?
Yeah.
And so, and how was it? It was like the drummer was the producer first, right? Tommy Ramone.
That's correct.
And so basically, like he was the mind behind it, and Joey played drums at first, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and one of the first members was their drummer Joey Ramone.
Yes, man, Joey, and I mean, I'm not trying to talk over you, man, but I'm trying to leave. Yeah, so why did Joey not? They got him to sing one day or something, and we're like, this is gold.
They couldn't find a singer, and Dee Dee was originally going to be the singer, but he couldn't play bass and sing at the same time. So every time he would start singing, he'd stop playing bass.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
So that didn't work out too well, and they thought, hey, let's have Joey give it a try.
That's so cool, man. And it's like his voice just seems like, how could you not have already thought of that? Because his voice is like gold. But I guess if he's not got up there before, you don't know.
Yeah, you got to
right?
have that first time.
And so, like, how did they become so well renowned? Like, they were these guys from Queens that just started playing in neighborhood bars, I assume, right?
Yeah, they toured extensively. They were famous for touring
Okay,
constantly.
they started touring, right? That was the key, huh?
Oh yeah.
And what role did CBGB's play in this? All this?
Well, CBGB's was kind of their home in the beginning, and they played an awful lot of shows there with bands like Television and the Talking Heads.
Mm-hmm. And so, and like, that's just sort of well known. But I guess was it famous at the time internationally, or is that just in retrospect that CBGB's is a huge deal?
You know, I don't know for certain, but I've kind of always assumed that CBGB's was just this local bar. And the reason that it became so famous was because so many bands who became famous got their start there.
Right. So, like, and then you said to me that they didn't have huge commercial success, right? I mean,
Right.
I look back on the '80s and I think that they were famous, but I mean, maybe they were. I saw them play, but it was in a tiny club. It was not a huge stadium,
Well, I think a lot of people knew who they were, but they just weren't getting radio play and they didn't have hit records. In the music industry, pretty much everybody who you think of as a big band has at least a gold record. And the Ramones' first gold record was Ramones Mania, which was a greatest hits album that came out near the end of the 80s. So they'd been around for,
that's crazy.
15 years before they had their first gold record, and their first gold record was a greatest hits album.
And we got some comments. That's crazy, man. And we got some comments here. Bobby Broadway's a fan of Screeching Weasel. Yeah, the drummer to singer thing happens a lot, says Love Handles. And Jason Cope says Chris Cornell was a drummer first, and then he became the lead singer. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you very much, Georgia Constitution Media. Hit like and hit subscribe if you're watching this, man. Support the show. Did Kurt Cobain really want to be a drummer? Jason Cope, it's so funny. Our friend David McWayne from Big D and the Kids Table is really a drummer at heart, even though he's been the lead singer of the band for years,
And don't
he
forget
loves
Phil
drums.
Collins.
And Phil Collins, right. So that is, yeah, that's a thing. And then I think Nito said he also, like me, couldn't play bass and sing at the same time. I love that we're getting the chat on the monitor. Finally, it seems to be working correctly. And so, do you think it's the sort of thing, Ricky, where it's like the Velvet Underground, where they say, everybody, not a ton of people bought the record, but everybody who bought it went on to form a band?
Well, I think with the Ramones, it's a case of so many people went to see them play live, and Johnny Ramone especially was always telling people who came to see the show, when they would say, man, I wish I could be in a band, he would always say, you can be in a band. It's easy. If we can do it, you can do it. And they were, I've heard them several times from different people. I've heard them called the Johnny Appleseeds of rock bands, because everywhere the Ramones went, they said they'd go back there the next year and there would be 20 new bands there.
That's amazing. I wish I was only like 14 or maybe 15 when I saw them. I wish that I had talked to the band, though. They probably would have talked to me, but I was too shy. All right, hold on a second. Do you remember the first time you heard the Ramones?
I don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure that the first time I ever heard the Ramones was in the movie National Lampoon's Vacation, because there's a scene in that movie where they play Blitzkrieg Bop. And going back and watching that movie, every time that scene comes on, it's very noticeable to me that they're playing the Ramones. But I don't remember the first time I saw that movie. I would imagine that was the first time I heard them.
So really, I mean, they started getting picked up by MTV and all those things, but the roots of the thing were pure grassroots
Yes.
going around, and I mean, I used to go. I frequented. I'll tell you, I frequented the living room in Providence in the late '80s. That was where I saw my rock and roll shows, and I perused the listings. And the Ramones came there like 3 times a year. You know, I only went to see them once, but it was fantastic. I feel like I should have gone and see them more. All right, I felt like they was gonna go on forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw
And
them
it didn't.
like maybe I think it was something like 7 shows from their last show, and I didn't know.
Wow.
I had no idea that they were that close to the end, but I saw them, and I mean, I'm sure you can Google it and see how many shows they played after it, but I saw them at the Masquerade Music Park, the outdoor Masquerade venue, with Driving and Crying opening for them.
George's Driving and Crying. Wow.
Right.
You ever meet the band?
The Ramones, no. Driving and Crying, yes.
Yeah, Driving and Crying. Cool. Shout out to Driving and Crying.
They're
Wow,
big
that's
Ramones
incredible.
fans.
I bet they are. All right, we have a couple of comments I should go to. Yeah, they're talking about Jay Mascis being a genius and Steven Tyler being a drummer, and of course there's Jay Mascis is Captain Loveheaders is going to be talking about Dinosaur Jr. in an upcoming episode. Kurt played drums on 2 songs with Nirvana. Yes, he did. Thank you. Marigold and Seasons in the Sun. Thank you, Jason. That's cool, man. I like it when they switch it up. All right, I'm scared. Yeah, Nito's saying he first saw them on Rock and Roll High School, didn't get it at the time. I know. I think I was like, what is this? And I mean, because it's actually kind of a terrible movie. But the band is so cool that it doesn't matter. I'm down. The Ramones, the Paper Bag Man says.
Rock and Roll High School is easily one of my favorite terrible movies, though.
It really, yes, totally. Like, it's up there with Rocky Horror. Bobby Broadway says it's like low-gain Beach Boys inspired punk. That I agree with that assessment. There's this real 50s element running through it. Joey was a fan of 50s rock, right?
He was, but what a lot of people don't know is that their biggest collective influences were probably the New York Dolls and the Beatles.
Right, the New York Dolls. Yeah, I heard that. Wow, the Beatles, really?
Yep.
The New York Dolls I heard, and I was like, wow, I thought that was really interesting. That was like that was a band they saw, and they were like, wow, we could do this.
Yeah, the New York Dolls were hugely influential on a lot of bands that went on to become famous that were from New York in the 70s. Kiss
That's so
is another
nuts.
point. Kiss was
And
hugely influenced by the New York Dolls.
Wow, amazing. Shout out to David Johansen. All right, final question of the interview. What's the best Ramones record?
Wow.
And I'm almost going to say, like, not counting the first one, because that's the easy choice.
That's tough. Maybe Rocket to Russia.
Okay, I'm going to say my favorite one. Ballers, put your favorite Ramones record in either the comments or the chat. My favorite Ramones record is Pleasant Dreams.
Ooh.
Which is it's one of the ones I think that's oft maligned. But let me tell you something, ballers. If you haven't checked out Pleasant Dreams, check it out. It's a great record. I mean, it's a little softer on the production side, but the song quality is amazing, and you have such tracks as It's Not My Place in the 9 to 5 World and The KKK Took My Baby Away.
Classic.
Which is a classic. Yeah, so check out Pleasant Dreams. Seriously, it's a good one. It's one of those ones. It actually was in the Sire Ramones box set that came out, but you have to buy an old, like they haven't repressed it individually, so if you want to buy it, you got to get a used copy on Discogs.
One of my favorites is End of the Century, even though a lot of Ramones fans aren't crazy about that one, and Johnny hated it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like it. They didn't like it. Isn't it funny how that is?
Well, Joey
I don't think they liked... Oh, yeah. I don't think
Johnny.
they liked Pleasant Dreams either, even though some of the songs, I think, like KKK was huge. Bobby Broadway's reminding us that David Johansen was in Scrooged. Good call. I forgot about that. He was the taxi driver, and he was in Tales from the Dark Side. Thank you. And of course, as we all know, David Johansen was Buster Poindexter. And he
That
had
was
that
hot, hot, hot.
hot, hot, hot song. So he did have a big hit in the end, which was great. Good for him, because he deserved it, man. Yeah, Pet Cemetery single a lot. Yeah, me too, man. I love that Pet Cemetery single. It was a late track, but it was their last song that, and I love the video for it too.
Oh yeah.
For Pet Cemetery, I recommend that. Rocket to Russia, says Paperbag Man. And he says the Queers did a whole cover album of Rocket to Russia. I did not know that, Paperbag Man. Oh, you had a bootleg LP of Op Ivy covering the Ramones? Was it like the whole album? That's cool.
Wow.
I'm going to give you guys a teaser. I just confirmed that I booked the band Schlong to be on the show. And that's the drummer Dave Mello from Op Ivy, is one of the band members of that band.
Excellent.
But yeah, they are fantastic. They do speaking of cover albums, they did a Tumors, a cover album of Rumors, and it's like all punk covers. So freaking good, man. Come over, Ricky. I'll play you the record. It's coming out on vinyl.
That sounds
all right.
Great.
It is. It's really good. I have the Carpenters one too. They have a Carpenters record too. I'm not gonna go on and on about this, guys, because I'm gonna do a whole episode about it. But man, it's freaking cool. Schlong.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. Hold on a minute. Let's see here. All right. That was the last question of our interview. So let's go back to the meme reaction lab and determine, ballers, which of these punk and Ramones memes and photos are punk and which of them are junk. So give us a vote on each one as we go through it. And just say, like, Joey Ramone making out with Debbie Harry, punk. So we know which one you're voting on. And then I'll go back and I'll assess them. And I'll give you your dings as we move along. All right. Ready, Richard?
I am ready.
All right. Hold on a minute. Here's our first one. All right. This I just put because it's a well-known photo, but it's just to show you how it works. Punk. It's like an example. What do you say?
Unquestionably punk.
See, ballers? That's how it works. So, yep, here we go. All right, so that's how it works. Let's move on to the next one. That was just a test one. When you post punk. Yes.
Yes.
That is punk, right?
That is punk.
It really is. Good for him, man. I love that guy. That picture's been around the internet for ages, but every time I see it, I love it.
I've never seen that before.
He's cool. I hope he's still rocking that, and I hope he sees this program. All right, hold on. I got another one. This was a COVID one, and I actually got it off the Ramones Twitter, so, the official Ramones company put it out, but please don't leave home. Since it uses the Ramones leave home, right?
That's punk.
That is punk. See? Sometimes it's punk to be health-minded. All right, hold on. Let's move on to let's see what we got. We got some we got some punks. Punk from Minito, punk from Georgia Constitution Media, punk from Paperbag Man, post-punk, yes, from Captain Love Handles. The mailman rules, yes, says, yes, Captain Broadway, he certainly does. Senor Gato says punk, maybe it's Nito says punk. Jughead's birthday a few years ago was fun, yes, punk. We're getting punks all down the line. Funny ones. All right, let's keep going along. I just want to give everybody credit where credit is due. Ramones, I'm not into Latin music.
Nope. That's
Junk, okay. And I think I don't even know who that kid is, but it's probably somebody from something. But like this, it's like a thing. It's a thing where it's like they put just she says dumb things about music bands and stuff. That's it. That's the whole meme. So yes, you have to put some in that are junk.
That's right.
Thank you, Junk from Gato. We got a couple of punks from earlier, from Broadway, Rescue Farm, Benjamin. The M&M man. All right, let's keep moving along. Junk for Latin. Thank you. All right. Junk for Latin says Jason Cope. All right, with the Ramones now. I give this a punk just for the concept of it. I think this is a really old meme.
I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna say punk.
Me too. It's not, it's not adeptly photoshopped or anything, but I just love it. And because, like you said, they love the Beatles. Punk. Absolutely, it's cool. I love that it's mono too, for whatever reason. Yeah, mono. Bobby Broadway says yes. Boom. Freaking mono, baby. All right, hold on. Let's keep moving along here. I get distracted. Vote Communist or Socialist Workers' Party, People's Government, and they're like, boo.
I gotta go with punk.
I know, I gotta go with punk, too. I mean, look at those freaking gloves.
I have
love
to interject. I have to interject here.
Yeah.
Somebody once told Johnny Ramone that something that he was doing wasn't very punk rock. And he said, I invented punk rock. If I'm doing it, it is punk rock.
Exactly. I had to throw some of these in just because I wanted to show cool pictures of the Ramones on the program is all. I hope you guys don't mind. To be punk is nonconformist, but by dressing punk and listening to punk, you're just conforming to what punks are supposed to do. So you're only truly punk if you're not punk at all.
That's punk.
Yes, it is punk. Lisa's punk. She is. She does whatever she pleases. Punk. Yeah, punk for the gloves. Punk, punk, punk. Punk in mono. Punk, punk, punk. Punk, punk, punk. Republican hippie. Republican hippie. You two, take it outside. All right, hold on. Let's move on. I love it. It's a great episode. All right, I recommend checking out the Hard Times, guys. They are a, Onion-esque, rock and roll themed, punk rock themed website, and they have funny articles. Broke punk can only afford to tattoo 3 out of 4 black flag bars. I give it a punk. I don't know.
That's punk. Yes. I love it. Hard Times.
It is. It is. It's good. I highly recommend checking out Hard Times. I'll put a link in the description. It's not there now, but after the program, I'll put it there. All right. If you see it, you might be a punk rocker.
That is totally punk. I love it.
I know, right? Isn't that cool? Did you ever see Dead Kennedys play live?
I never saw them live, no.
I didn't. I did not. My friend Daniel, Professor Daniel, who's been on the program, he interviewed Jelly Bean Biafra and Jello Biafra, and he just had a great rapport with him, but Jello wouldn't come on the program. I think he thought I wasn't cool enough.
Well,
all right, hold on a
Jello's
second.
Punk, definitely.
He is punk. He is, and if I called him Jelly Bean, no wonder he did it. All right, hold on. When you're watching an 80s horror movie and you see a punk rocker, I like that. I mean, it's not only just, it's like anything, like the bad guys in cartoons, Punk. It's a good one. That's punk.
He looks like a sports fan, but still, I think it's punk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting Black Flag. We're getting good punks throughout. People are liking these ones. I'm just giving punk. We got a junk from Senor Gato. I'm not sure which one on, but I still love that you gave me a junk, Senor Gato. Hold on. Nobody says this, and then Pop comes to say, I think this town sucks. I thought that was pretty punk. I don't know what that's from, but I liked it. I don't know why I thought that was, funny. I don't know. What do you think? Is that a junk, Richie?
I'm on the fence with that one. I'll give it a punk.
Okay. You can give it a junk if you think it's not good.
Oh, I will. Believe me.
All right. You gave it both.
Okay.
All right. Because we're on the fence. Let's move along. Why do punks have to die in horror movies? I don't know, Jason. I think they set them up as being sort of mean characters, and then it's easy to kill them off. Maybe let me see if I move the chat over to the left, if it's easier to read it. It's a little better. I have to get you guys your own screen on this room. Sorry, chat, but all right, let's keep moving along here. Sorry, chat. All right, I lost my oh, nope, I got it. This was also from the Ramones Twitter, and this is also a social distancing meme, which I thought was kind of funny. It's poorly photoshopped, I know, but I'll give it a punk.
I'm just because it's a punk. Yeah.
From the Ramones official website, how could you not give it a punk? But we got a junk from Georgia Constitution Media. I don't know if that one was on Georgia. Was that Henry? Maybe that was on the truck back, because they're talking about dead Kennedys. Oh, yeah, it is a good chat tonight. You're right, Captain Love Handles. It's a fantastic chat tonight. It's because you're here, man. All right.
See that. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay one Joey Ramone away from everybody. Yeah, that's a good one. I give that a punk. Okay. We're getting the occasional junk from people, so I'm going to give a couple junks in. I don't necessarily know what you guys junked, but my town sucks, got a junk. Okay. That My Town Sucks one got a couple junks. Understandably. It's not everyone's the highest quality. This is the band playing. I mean,
that's completely punk.
I know. It almost makes me want to cry. How I don't know. I just. And Joey was just, man, hold on. Let's look at the crowd here. Where's the picture we're looking at? Right here. Okay. I want to see how they're, look at these guys. Okay, that guy's playing with his air guitar, kneeling on the edge of the stage. This guy can't even. He's got to climb up. Adidas is like, what the blazes? Right? And oh, look, who do we have back here? This guy's, oh my gosh, they can't even, man. I can't even either. Punk. All right, we'll keep going, guys. I loved this photo. I thought it was great. All right, hold on. Also that's Joey Ramone standing on a surfboard.
That's punk. Absolutely punk.
With cutoffs. I love Joey Ramone so much. I love his voice, and I love his vibe. There's a video of him on MTV, and they don't even know what to do with him. He's, hosting a segment. It's him and, Lemmy from Motorhead and some poor, hapless VJ. Who can't control them at all. They're bad-mouthing Morrissey.
There was an episode of one of those daytime talk shows that was rock and roll stars and their moms. And Joey Ramone was on there with his mom, and I loved it. It was awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and put links to those in the description because they're good. Surf punk. We're getting some punks in there. Yeah, surf punk, exactly.
That's absolutely
Punk. Bobby Broadway, you have tons of good comments, but I can't read them all because we have to... Okay, epic. Dude, I'm a lefty, Bobby Broadway. I believe in vaccines and science. This is a fantastic photo, man. Look at that vest. What do you think?
Punk.
I agree. I'm giving it a punk. Give me punks, guys. Give me some punks. Give me some junks, babies. I align with Johnny Ramone too, probably on many things, Bobby Broadway. There's also a great interview with Dee Dee Ramone talking on a panel with a bunch of people, and he's with Johnny Rotten, and Johnny Rotten is saying, and we didn't get to this, and I wanted to ask you about it. Johnny Rotten is basically Dee Dee's saying, dude, you saw us and you formed Sex Pistols after you saw the Ramones. Is that correct?
Well, technically, the Clash saw the Ramones on their first tour in the UK. But
Yep.
Johnny Rotten was too scared to get pulled up backstage with the guys from the Clash, so he missed the show.
Wow.
Not punk rock, Johnny Rotten.
That's junk.
That's junk.
All right, hold on. That's okay. This was, after Tommy died.
Yeah, that makes me very sad.
Yeah, I mean, this is also from the Ramones Twitter page.
Punk. Definitely punk, but it makes me sad.
I mean, I know. It does make you sad. It does make you sad, man. They freaking lived hard. Yeah, Sex Pistols were put together like a boy band, is what you heard after Ramones. I believe that's true. Malcolm McLaren did that.
No, they were already together. Malcolm McLaren just kind of came in and he put He put Johnny Rotten with the group, but the other three guys were already playing together.
Did he? And he dressed them in clothing with
yes,
like safety pins and stuff.
He
right?
dressed them in clothing that he was selling at his store, and he did it to try to sell clothes.
Yep, of course.
That was why he put the band together, was to sell clothes from his store, which was called Sex.
And that, my friends, is not punk. That's junk. But it is in a sense punk because it really was.
I think it's pretty punk.
It was sort of punk. Speaking of punk, this is Debbie, Harry, and Joey.
Definitely punk.
No question. I know. There's not even a question, but I had to share it because it was so
double
cool.
Punk.
I mean, it really is double punk. And look at Debbie. This was from a punk rock magazine, and of course Joey. You can see his face a little better when you zoom in. His sunglasses back there. All right, that's getting all kinds of punks. I know, it is sad, Gato. Johnny Rotten was on Masked Singer, Captain Love Handles. How did that work out? I didn't know about that. Punk isn't sad like that. Yeah, man. I hear you, man. Okay, I'll give you your junks. Sadness. We got some punks on this last one. All right, hold on. I mean, of course it's punk, but that's Joey, man. You don't usually see his face. He doesn't show his face. Punk.
Punk.
Oh.
Definitely
punk. I mean, and that actually makes me sad too. When you've got the aux cord and you're about to ruin everyone's time with some niche music. That's kind of punk. It was filed under punk memes, but it's not overtly punk, but I thought it was nice. I liked it, so I included it. Punk. What do you think, Ricky? Is that punk or not? Is that not really punk?
I don't know if it's punk or not, but it's funny.
Okay. Punk means just it's good, or bad. Yeah, punk. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the picture of Joey is really cool. Punk. All right. Here we go. We're getting to the end, but there's some good ones here. We are so cool. We are so punk.
That is punk.
Look at those shades. I love him. He's punk. Milo from The Simpsons. Yeah, totally. Yeah, Millhouse paper bag man. Yes. He does look like Millhouse. This dog got punks all down the line. Me listening to punk music about burning down the system and smashing the state while I fold laundry. You know, in the end, man, everybody has to do their laundry. It's punk to admit that you're folding your laundry while you listen to that stuff. It's funny, you know?
Everybody has to do their laundry, but it doesn't make it punk.
Okay. Well, I should have clarified. It's sort of like, is it a good meme or not? Is it good or not? But yes, I hear what you're saying. But it is funny. One of the dissonances I discovered, Ricky, while I was looking for these memes, was that a lot of them are based on really adolescent sort of concepts around judging people for what kind of music they listen to and things like that, which didn't really resonate with me as an elderly ball. You know? So I went through a lot but this one did. He was punk and she did ballet.
That's punk.
That actually reminds me of you and your girlfriend. In a good way. In a good way. In a cool way. I wasn't being mean. Ricky. Right. Moving on.
Okay.
Oops, I already said that one. Okay, never mind. Punk rock.
Yes. Yep. That's punk. I like that.
Punk rock. All right, here, hold on. Punk is more than a look, Ricky. It's an attitude. They have their socks on the wrong feet.
Yes, they do.
That was sort of, I thought that was funny.
That is punk. I like that.
Thank you. That's pretty good. All right, I saved this one. Speaking of David Johansen.
Wow.
This is like they were doing like a punk wedding, and I think it was a performance. I don't think it was really a wedding, but you can see there obviously Debbie Harry's there, and Joey is there, David Johansen, and Joan Jett, and I'm not sure who the other folks are there on the side, but I'm sure they're probably, notables. But I just thought that was cool, and my favorite part of it, aside from the ring-bearing young man, who I wonder if he's still around and remembers this, is the Peanuts treasury that David Johansen is using as he officiates. All right. That's a good one. What do you say? Punk all down the line. So much punk in one photo, says Gato. I know. Costume punk. Boom, boom, punk, 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 punk. Junk from Paper Bag Man. Punk from Gato, punk from Paper Bag Man. All right, we got you guys are fantastic tonight. I appreciate the chat being as engaged. It makes it a lot of fun. I'm sorry if I'm not going to enough of your reactions. Hold on. I have one more. Punk's not dead. It's just overweight, tired, and very drunk.
I'll give that a overweight, tired, and very drunk.
It's punk. It's punk. I love that he got his stomach tattooed. That's just owning it, man. All right, so, yes, fantastic. Hold on. Boom. Wait, where is he? Wait, hold on. Nope, hold on. Sorry, guys, I lost the picture. I want to not look at that guy anymore. All right, Ricky, that was great. Thanks for doing that segment. That was a blast.
Yeah.
Back to the Meat World room for the end of show Love Fest, man. Ricky Zero, I love you, brother. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
And I want to thank Bobby Broadway. Love you, brother. Thank you for being on the show. Georgia Constitution Media, my friend. Thank you for being here, man. Paper Bag Man, Senor Gato. Thank you for your behind the scenes help with the show, Gato. Rescue Farm, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for sticking around. We appreciate it. We know you're probably working hard. Georgia Constitution Media, man. Got you guys. And everybody who's watching on the replay, we appreciate you being here, sticking around. Thank you. Next week, we will be talking to Bambi Lynn about type O negative. So peace out and have a great weekend, my friends. Let me find the ending screen, Ricky.
And a 1, and a 2.
1, 2, 3, tennis ball, tennis ball.
Wait a minute.
That's just a laugh.
Tennis ball, tennis ball. Make me laugh. The world outside is making me so sad. But when I watch your show, and things don't seem so bad.
Possum Kingdom Ramblers. Bambi